Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
Whew, almost didn't make it. 12:22. It's okay. We said sometime between around 11:30.
Around-ish.
It's almost 11:30 in Denver, so it's close enough.
Capital-ish.
Yeah.
So. Oh my God. All right. So this is kind of a new feeling for a lot of people this Monday. Yesterday, winning season ranked football team. I saw the posters at the Husker game, the one in particular that said, "This is the Husker football my dad's always talking about."
Yeah, that was a good one. I saw that one too.
And yeah, you just kind of, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but I think for a lot of people, it's kind of like, not that they're jaded, but it's just there's the PTSD of getting super excited and then the other shoe drops. And so, just kind of like I've learned humility, and I'm just not going to go.
And learned a lot more about other sports.
Yeah. So, so I don't want to get too excited.
I know. When was the last time we were able to say, not to overplay our hand, but that we are undefeated, ranked in the top 25. That it's been a very long time. Mm-hmm. And I get it. It's
Shut
okay.
up.
It's only two games, but whatever.
But then there's the other side. You might as well enjoy it while it's here, too.
Yep.
And take advantage. I love to seeing people post from all across the country that were from other conferences, from other schools. We're all Nebraska Cornhuskers today.
Yeah.
Because poor Colorado. I know it's politically incorrect, but they are now the redheaded stepchild of the college football.
They are
college football in general right now, and I know I'm sorry. You kind of.
Because when you come into a party hot and super cocky and like you are better than everybody in the whole room, as soon as it starts turning against you like that, people don't have sympathy and they jump on the bandwagon to be anti whatever you're doing. And unfortunately, that seems like that's kind of what Prime has done there. I mean, from the outside looking in, that's what it seems like. That's why I'm not a fan of. I think he was a good player. I think he's a decent coach. I just think it's a really, I don't know, weird way to build a program.
I agree, because it's like you can come in. There's something to be said for looking like you've been there before, as opposed to being a jackass, and sure, there are teams that are out there absolutely could walk in like that any day of the week and they can back it up.
Yep.
But where does that get you in the long run?
Exactly.
Doesn't really get you anywhere there. And I like the one video I saw where his son, is it Shedeur, that he left early, and everybody's like, man, you don't leave your team on the field 2 minutes before the end of the game. You don't walk off. And he walking away and walking through the crowd, and a lot of people just partying like a Red Sea for him, because they were literally the Red Sea. I get it. Anyway, not that Red Sea, ours. Anyway, but they were moving out of the way in the concourse and looking like double takes, like where's this guy going? What's going on here? And then you hear the one guy, hey, what time is it?
It's so funny. I heard. So I've seen multiple places that he like caught potential concussion or like he got hit in the head hard. So I don't know if that's the case or if he just actually really just left because he was frustrated. But if that was the case, when they have concussion protocols or whatever, don't they stay on the sidelines? Isn't there like a tent they go into? Like I've never, unless it was like harder of a hit than we saw. But why the locker room? Why not just go to the little tent?
I don't know. Yeah, walking, because they literally had to like leave the field and walk amongst people to get where he was going because they weren't ready for them to leave the field yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the ropes weren't up, then nothing.
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. So, yeah. So anywho, so that happened this weekend, but it was a crazy start. It was just like everybody's just sitting there with their eyes like this big watching the beginning of that football game.
It was amazing. It was
amazing. What is going on?
Don't wake me up. If I'm asleep, don't wake me up, please. Don't wake me up.
Do not pinch me. Do not pinch me. I'm fine. This is fine. So there was that. So
in other big news, I saw a snake in my backyard this weekend.
That's a hard left.
I know. When is the last time realistically that you've seen a snake in your yard? I remember us talking about this when we were on the radio still, I think, about how all the chemicals and everything like that people putting on their yards is making it difficult for snakes and certain animals to live in your yards anymore. And so I keep thinking about that. Why I used to see snakes all the time, little garter snakes.
Yeah.
And this little guy, he jumped out of the bushes and like I was mowing and he kind of squirreled down into the grass and then saw me and hightailed it back into the bush. But he's a cute little guy. He's probably like 6 inches long.
Well, I hope there's more.
Same. Beth is not a fan. She is asking me multiple times a day, more details on the snake. Where do I think it went? Like she's not a fan.
I guarantee the snake is way more afraid of her than she is of the snake. And most of them, and those little guys, they do a great service in the yard. A lot of bugs, or a lot of critters that you want to get rid of, actually can help you. I'm still like baffled by the fact, and there's a lot of bats in my area for some reason. I have not had flies. I have not had mosquitoes. I have like gnats. You know what I mean? Just typical summer bugs.
Yeah.
Nothing. And even the cicadas, I would think there would have been a million cicada killers this year because we had a lot more cicadas, if you ask me, than we have in the last, it was all summer.
For sure. I agree with you. And the side of I wish I'd have taken a picture inside of our fence in the backyard. Yes. It looks like that bridge over wherever in Paris where all the locks are on it, the Love Bridge, of just cicada shells all along. It looks like a grave. It's so creepy.
I had them on my screen on my door.
Yeah.
Just little carcasses hanging up there that they were all metamorphosing and moving on to their next stage. But I've seen like 2 cicada killers this year.
Yeah. I don't even remember seeing any cicada killers.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This would have been, I would think, like a freaking buffet, but they were nowhere to be seen. Yeah. Maybe they were overwhelmed.
Maybe they're like, oh, we can't do this. Yeah.
This is too much. We can't handle this. So no cicada killer. So yeah, it's been an awesome summer. And for the most part, I think it's been super calm. I mean, super mild. I mean, yeah, we had a couple of storms, no doubt about that. But I mean, temperature wise, hasn't been crazy. So I'll take that.
Yeah. Same.
And then other than that, I'm just trying to think what else is out there that was like really good to talk about. TNT. So Travis and Taylor.
Okay. TNT. Yeah.
He had bracelets made for him that say that TNT. But anyway, because of the whole scandal that happened last week about the supposed contract being revealed with the breakup date.
Yes.
The team did put out an official response to that. They had to respond to it, which I thought was hilarious. Yeah. Deny, whatever. That's okay. To me, it just makes it more true.
And the team, you mean like the Chiefs team or Taylor's team?
The Chiefs team.
I'm sure that actually had to kill them to put out a statement about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so what was it? About 2 weeks ago, Brittany Mahomes liked a political post by Trump, right? She liked it. She liked the post. Boom, that's it. That's all she did. I don't know how many of you do the same. Like I like things. Some things I bookmark because I definitely want to make sure I find them. Other things I'll like them. And it's not like, oh, I love this. It's like, okay, I want to, okay, that's an interesting point, or things like that. Before I really got good at bookmarks, I will say I used like a lot more. But anyway, and then you go back and scroll through your likes to see if you can find something that you knew you had seen earlier, right? So anyway, she liked something for whatever reason, but it became a thing. It became a deal because she did. And she got called out on it because she did. She was on a few podcasts and she said, basically, here, have a couple of birds. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I liked it. And I'm not
A couple of birds.
I'm not changing my mind on it. You can all just, hump it. So whatever. So anyway, then we come to the football season and all of a sudden we're not seeing Brittany and Taylor in the same suite.
Yeah.
Number one,
Mhm.
but then number two, you're never seeing Brittany at all. Like it was every time something happened on the field, it was cut away to Taylor up in her room doing her stuff. And then when you watch the preseason promotional spot that was running, it was a lot of shots of, not a lot, but more than there should have been, of Taylor. And
Mhm.
those aren't free.
No. Oh, of course not.
I'm sorry. But the whole crowd, or not the crowd, but let's say the fans, they love Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, she used to be kind of like the lady of the team,
Right.
so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden she's not included in some of the stuff. Now they did go to some other game and there was a "See, we're still friends" hug that happened between Brittany and Taylor.
Yeah, I did see that. Was it the US Open, I think?
Yes, it was. It was at the US Open. So interesting though. I just thought it was crazy that during the game there was all these cutaways to Taylor, but none to Brittany. And then it was pointed out by a couple of sports writers because that's what they do now is they talk about Taylor
They
Swift.
talk about Taylor Swift. Much to their chagrin, I'm sure.
Without a doubt. So there's that. And then other than that, I don't know. I don't know if there's like Meghan Harry kind of following along on that. Oprah supposedly has been clingy lately. She's trying to get back in the like having talks and things because there's big rumors of a divorce. I don't know.
I mean, Harry's hoping. So
I
I'm sure.
wonder. I don't know. It's going to have to be we'll have to talk about this more tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I've got some stuff on it and I'm looking for some more information about it. But they were talking about what has to happen for Harry to come back into the family. And it's pretty dramatic. It really is because of the way things have gone up to this point. And
Yeah, he did not they did not help their own situation out. Like thinking long, they did not play the long game on this one.
no, I think she really thought that his popularity would carry them. And he didn't realize how quickly people would turn when he turned on his grandmother and all that other stuff. But yeah, there's some interesting points on that. So I don't know. You brought a snake to the table. That's all you brought.
I brought a snake. It was a little cute little red garter snake.
A red one, no less.
Well, yeah. Well, I haven't seen a red one. Like it wasn't even yellow. Yeah. I even Googled it because I thought it was some different kind of snake, but no, it's a little red garter snake.
What?
Little red. Yeah.
Is that a thing? That is a thing.
Yeah.
Red garter snakes. Are red garter snakes poisonous? Is that the first one you saw?
No, I don't think so. I just saw the picture.
They're not non-venomous. Harmless.
They're harmless.
Yeah. So shouldn't be here. Should be in Canada or in the Western United States.
Maybe he's just passing through.
Yeah, that's it.
Just passing
Oregon
through.
Trail.
Let's say hi.
All right, guys. So there you go.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you rate and review and subscribe to our podcast because it helps other people find it. Thanks. Have a great rest of your Monday.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Huda Media Production.